Good afternoon. I'm Chuck Clark from the Rotary Club of Metter, Georgia, where everything is always
Metter.
Can you imagine being in economic development and having every person in the state of Georgia knows the logo, the slogan, the motto of your community? That's talk about a blessing. I mean, that's pretty hard to beat. Today we're going to talk about two very interesting topics. One topic is going to be publicity, and the other is going to be public relations. And I think I saw Peter's hand go up that he wanted to volunteer to be the scribe today.
You're very good.
So let's give him a big Rotary thank you. Because I know I would forget to thank you.
Spelling counts.
Okay, what we're going to talk about initially here are the two concepts of publicity and public relations. And Bill 32, you've been in the professional world, the business world for several years now, right?
Several.
What does publicity mean to you?
Getting the word out about who you are.
Okay. And it's
Bill, your control question.
page 24 is we're talking about publicity. I'm sorry. We're talking about something of shorter duration, aren't we? We're talking about an article or two in the newspaper, something on the TV.
Publicity can be good or bad.
Yes, and one other important thing about publicity is who controls the publicity. Is it controlled by you or someone else? If a reporter shows up at your hospital and wants to know about the infection rate, do you have any control over that story or how it might evolve?
You have some control because you can be cautious about what you say without lying.
But when someone is coming to you and putting the microphone in your face and saying, are patients here at risk of dying because of your infection rate? All of a sudden,
silence is deadly.
you're really out of
If
it.
you don't say anything, then you're in the wrong.
So as far as publicity goes, we're talking about shorter term duration. Now, Bill 16, who is much younger and better looking, he wants to talk to us about public relations. Are we talking about shorter term duration? Are we talking about longer term?
Both.
Yes, but we have a plan, don't we, for a mixed media approach where we are in control, not the media being in control. So we're talking about long-term duration, us being in control, and where we are using different types of media. What do you have in your community as far as the media resources, Kim?
We have AM 550 and we have the Times as far as traditional media.
Okay.
But I would say more folks than anything are looking at Facebook and Twitter.
Right. So if you're in a small southern town, does everybody who is a business and professional or political elite, are they getting the local paper?
No.
They want to see their picture in there.
No, I mean,
They want to see about their life.
and I don't agree with that anymore.
That's the older generation.
And I totally disagree with that though, because it's the older generation that only,
political and economic elites know what's going on.
the only people looking at it are those old retired people.
The younger group. What about the younger folks?
They're using social media.
They're using Twitters and tweets and twits and all kinds of things, right? And even Facebook is getting a little old in the tooth,
Yep.
long in the tooth for them. Because old people like us, like me, anyway, not you guys, are getting into that medium, and they're finding out they don't want to have anything to do with what us older folks are doing. So what we want to do is be able to control a whole series of things for our media plan here. What are our goals when it comes to working with the media, Renee?
Well, one is to inform the community, one, that we exist,
Right?
because until they know that we exist, then it makes no sense to go on to number two, which is, what is it that we do? And then the third step, which is rarely where we get past, is this is how you can be involved.
Are we also wise enough to use it as a way to recruit new members? Because if we're targeting specific people in the community, don't we want Shane going out and visiting somebody who already knows about Rotary, who's seen the ramps being built, who's found out about a well that's been dug in India or some other location?
Or polio.
Yes, polio. Those are really important things. And also, do you have fundraisers in your community, Jan?
Yes, we do.
Bill 16, you do fundraisers, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
You sell tickets, you sell ads and programs, you may have an auction, you may have an entertainment venue or something. Who's going to buy those tickets?
The members.
And the public.
And the public. Now, if people have seen your picture in the paper and they know the good things that you're doing, aren't they going to be more likely to say, yeah, give me 20 tickets or give me the half-page ad in your brochure?
Sure.
So there are a lot of different purposes for us controlling and orchestrating. And if you go to the symphony, the director's out there moving all of his arms and smiling and his head's tilting back and forth. That's the way we need to be working with all these media sources. In everything that you do, in your church, in your business, and in your Rotary Club, Shane, don't you have an image in the community?
Well, I sure hope so, yeah.
When people, your firm is what now?
Well, we are in the emergency generator business.
Okay. But when people hear the name of your business, they automatically think a number of things about the people who work there, the products, the quality and the like. And we want to have that same image for Rotary. We want for people, when they see that, we want them to feel that this is an organization that reflects the community. I've got friends there. I've got people I go to church with. My kids go to school with them. So as a result, Jan, isn't that the kind of person you want to do business with or join with them in a club? Father and Mother Rotary have lots of helps for us. Effective PR is a guide for Rotary clubs. We got a PR club manual in many organizations, and there's a newsletter that comes. So let's just remember, in conclusion here, we want to be in touch with our community. We want them to know who we are. We want them to have a positive image of us and think, well, maybe I can't go, but I've got this new kid coming online, and she's the person that needs to join Rotary. Thank you very much.
But we did get to one conclusion.
It was a struggle.
Well, how did you do? How do you feel you did?
I felt great. Don't know how